Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Have you ever wondered how much control we truly have over our lives? Is everything predestined, or can we change our fate? What if I told you that everything, down to the smallest detail, was written long before our existence? In today's video, we're going to explore the incredible truth behind the divine decree and how our actions, even our prayers, play a role in shaping our destiny. Stay tuned to learn about the powerful concept of Allah's decree and how we can change our future with one simple act. Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, taught us that Allah, in His infinite wisdom, created everything with precision and purpose. One of the first things Allah created was the pen. Now, we may wonder, what kind of pen is this? What does it look like and how big is it? We can't truly know, as our world is filled with all kinds of pens. But what we do know is that this pen is unlike anything we can imagine. It wasn't created like the pens we use to write. It is something beyond our understanding. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, narrates that Allah said to the pen, "Write." The pen, in awe, replied, "O my Lord, what should I write?" And Allah instructed the pen to write the entire decree of everything that would happen, from the beginning of time until the end of this world. And with that, the pen wrote every detail, every moment, every event, until the hour, the end of time, would commence. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, explained that this decree was written 50,000 years before the creation of the heavens and the earth. Imagine 50,000 years before the universe as we know it was created, Allah had already decreed everything that would unfold. This writing is contained in what is known as the preserved tablet or al-Law al-Mahfuz. Allah calls this tablet preserved because it is protected from any change and safeguarded from any access. No human, no jinn, and not even the angels can access it. Only Allah knows what is written within it. In the Quran, Allah refers to this book in many ways. It is described as a clear book, meaning that nothing in it is ambiguous. Everything is precise and exact. Allah also calls it an unrolled tablet, which means that it is untouched, its pages unwrinkled, as it has never been altered in any way. The preserved tablet is unlike anything we have ever seen or experienced in this world. It is not like the paper we write on, nor like the pens we use. This tablet is a very special creation of Allah. Everything that will happen in the universe is already recorded in this book, from the falling of a leaf to the smallest details of our lives. Think about that for a moment. Every leaf that falls, every gust of wind, every step we take. It is all part of Allah's divine plan, written long before any of us came into being. Even things like driving your car, opening a door, or how you may struggle with a doorknob, these moments are already written in the preserved tablet. Everything, from the grand events to the tiniest details, was written 50,000 years before the creation of the heavens and the earth. When you think about this, it can make you reflect on the profound connection we have with the divine plan. For example, the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, once told his wife, in a moment of sweet affection, that 50,000 years before the creation of the heavens and the earth, Allah had already written their names next to each other in the preserved tablet. This illustrates how everything in our lives has been ordained, even before we were born. The preserved tablet is not just a mysterious record of past, present, and future events. It also serves as a reminder that Allah's knowledge is all-encompassing and perfect. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, told us that this tablet is directly under the throne of Allah, placed in a place beyond our comprehension. Some narrations even describe it as being made of red rubies, special rubies that are not like the ones we know. The pen's script is light, and the pen itself is also light. Allah gazes at this tablet countless times each day, and with every glance, He commands whatever He wills. Whether He exalts someone who is humble, humbles someone who is proud, enriches the poor, or impoverishes the rich. Everything happens according to His will. Allah gives life to whom He wills and takes it away from others. There is no God but Allah, and everything happens according to His divine plan. But then comes a very important question. If everything is already written down, what role do we play in our own destiny? If the preserved tablet contains everything that is meant to happen, can we change anything? Do our actions really matter? The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, clarified this for us. He explained that even though everything is decreed in the preserved tablet, Allah has also allowed for us to change certain things through our actions, especially through prayer. He said that if the entire world gathered together to benefit us in any way, they would not be able to do so unless Allah had already written it for us. Similarly, if the world were to come together to harm us, they would have no power to harm us unless Allah had decreed it. But here's the catch. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, also said, "The pens have been lifted, and the pages have dried." What this means is that Allah has written everything in the preserved tablet, but there are multiple other records where our actions come into play. For example, on the night of decree, Allah commands the angels to write down the decree for the year ahead. Everything that will happen in the coming year is recorded. This includes the names of people who will go for Hajj, the dates of death, and every significant event. Even before we are born, an angel comes to our mother's womb at 4 months and writes down our lifespan, our sustenance, and our ultimate fate. Our death date is already known by Allah, even before we take our first breath. This is a profound thought. Our end was written long before our beginning. But don't worry, this isn't a reason to despair. Everything that happens to us, including the blessings and difficulties we face, is part of Allah's plan. Nothing is outside of His control. But the key point here is that while our fate is decreed, there is something powerful we can do to change the course of our destiny. Dua, supplication. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, told us that our supplications can change our decreed fate. When we make dua, we are essentially asking Allah to rewrite parts of our destiny. It can alter the course of events, extend our life, or bring blessings where there were once difficulties. Even the records of the angels can change through our supplications and good deeds. So what does this mean for us? If Allah has already written our lifespan, how can dua make a difference? The answer is that Allah, in His infinite wisdom, takes into account the supplications we make and the good deeds we perform. Our actions, like our prayers, can change the course of our lives. For example, doing good deeds can lead to a longer life. As the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, "Nothing increases your lifespan more than good deeds." When we do good, Allah may alter the date of our death or change a difficult situation. This is the beauty of the divine plan. Even though everything is written, we still have the ability to change our fate through our prayers, actions, and deeds. The preserved tablet may have written everything, but our dua is like a tool to rewrite certain aspects of our lives. Just like how we take medicine to cure our physical ailments, dua is the spiritual medicine that brings us closer to Allah and changes the course of our destiny. Nothing is beyond the reach of our supplications. So, the next time you feel helpless or uncertain, remember that your prayers hold the power to change your world, your fate, and your future.